Jared trying to dodge a 9 or a heart.
Oh!
It's a 9 on the river.
Dominic Panka, who did the dirty on Nielsen, has ace queen of diamonds.
Hope you're happy with yourself, Panka.
He raises to 100k.
Probably gonna crack aces again with this hand.
Radziva now folds. Latau is out. Gerald Karlik in the small blind has ace king of clubs.
Like a good ratatouille, it's time to throw a little garlic in this pot.
This is a 3-bet to 260,000. Popov folds the big blind. It's back on Panka.
He's not folding.
He shoves.
Makes sense.
And gets called.
Once again, this is just kind of coolery. Can Dominic deliver another brutal suck out?
Karlik is officially the player at risk. Well, that's a fine and dandy flop for his ace king. He's set for a double up here. Dominic Panka only has 2 outs. Karlik just has to fade a queen on the river. Oh, it's a queen!
Dominic Panka not making a lot of friends today.
Action's on Stikey now with ace-jack of hearts. Another strong hand. Both these players are suited.
And he will call.
He's calling from the small blind, so the action's going to be on John Juanda now. Wow!
Wow, he picks up pocket kings.
So Juanda with the 2 kings, he's got a raise and a call. He is on the short stack. Perfect opportunity here for him to really make a play. Asadorian with a strong hand as well. Ace-king suited.
All in.
And he does indeed move all in.
And he's going to get played with. Asadorian with ace-king suited. Also moving all in here. Trying to protect his hand against Stikey.
And Stikey still to act.
Well, Stikey really should consider folding here.
It's very smart of you.
Complimenting Asadorian on his re-raise.
Clearly leaning towards mentioning that he would have called Juanda.
And he does fold, so we have an all-in player, and it is John Juanda.
Well, Juanda way in front, 70%. Pair of kings, the second best hand you can be dealt before the flop. Ace-king suited, a powerful hand as well, but a big underdog here.
Ace jack.
Well, Stikey mentioning the fact that he had an ace, so great news for Juanda.
So we now know there are only 2 aces in the deck.
Makes Juanda's hand even more powerful.
All right, if I win this one, it's gonna be all over.
Juanda sort of tongue-in-cheek there, saying that if I get this one, it's all over, baby.
And the flop is 8-6-6.
So far, so good for Juanda. He's looking to double up here now with the 2 kings. Just has to worry about an ace or possible backdoor diamonds for Asadorian.
Bring a...
Begging
An
for a
8.
card. How about an 8? That'll work.
You don't want a king?
Not that greedy. I want to leave him with some fighting chance.
I wouldn't leave him with too much of a fighting chance.
I'll bring a diamond, make it interesting.
No, Juanda, you don't want a diamond.
John Juanda's seen
Never
all
joined
too
it.
many scenarios too comfortably.
I can promise you this.
And it's coming.
The rest of the table hoping here for an ace. Not that they don't like Juanda, but they'd like to see him go.
The turn is a 5 of clubs.
5 of clubs, no help for Asadorian now, just 1 card.
Ace of spades on the river? Did you have an ace of spades? Ace of spades is good for me.
So Asadorian begging now for the
Ace
ace of
jack of
spades.
Okay, ace of spades.
That would eliminate Juanda, of course.
Actually, I apologize from now.
Confident young man.
Tongue-in-cheek, of course. Juanda feeling good right now.
And the river is an ace of spades!
Ace of spades!
Incredible. What a tough beat there for John Juanda, who's going to be eliminated in 6th place.
John DeBella first to speak. Looks down. A pocket 9s.
9s worked out pretty well for him last time. I know DeBella's superstitious. I hope he doesn't go too crazy with them. Work it out, buddy. Work it out.
I'm just going to go put the kettle on.
James, I think he's got it. Come back.
250,000. Action on Juan Lu. Jack 7.
Okay, Lou, now you can work it out.
She folds, Carl Julius folds. Lee Goldman has kings.
Lee's short, I assume it's all going in. He hasn't been all that active. Gotta wonder if John will factor this into his decision-making at all when it's back on him.
He does shove for nearly 1.1 million. Fold it around to David Bernstein on the button, pocket fives.
Another pair. Bernstein's pretty short as well, but I don't think he can be third in with a pair this low.
Yeah, he mucks. And Ruben Visser's got tens.
OMG. In Ruben's case, he's probably better off letting one of these two guys go broke or nearly broke and just laddering up.
He will give it up. For us, fold to the big blind. It's back on DeBella.
DeBella with the third worst hand we've seen.
It's probably 8, was that 840? I call.
He makes the call.
DeBella made a hasty call, but ultimately won. The math would usually dictate anyways. However, now he's a 4-1 dog.
And the John DeBella fan club falls silent. Goldman set for a double up. DeBella will be left with 1 million.
Boy, he sure looks nervous about it.
So far, so good. Goldman has the king of spades as backup.
Fives would have flopped and open-ended.
Yeah, shoulda, woulda, coulda. Jack on the turn.
Goldman smiling now. Just one more card left to fade.
2 outs for DeBella. Goldman set for the double up. But it's a 9!
That's just terrible.
Action is on Vanessa, and with pocket fours, she raises from under the gun +1 to 17k. 9-10 of diamonds for Mihai Manole, he folds. Andrew Chen gets out of the way. Kevin McPhee has ace-9 offsuit on the button.
Ace-9 can be a bit of a troublesome hand, but Vanessa's very active, and Kevin could be ahead of her range.
Kevin re-raises. It's a 3-bet to 37,000. Tim Bettingen has junk in the small blind and folds. Pocket sixes for Pascal Hartman in the big.
Well, obviously Pascal's actually got the best hand, but it's pretty tough to get involved at this point, especially out of position.
He folds. It's back on Vanessa.
Now, Vanessa knows how little credit Kevin's going to be giving her for a hand most of the time. Looks like she's got a pretty good read on this situation.
Liv supporting both her friend Vanessa and boyfriend Kevin.
She's super.
Vanessa re-raises a 4-bet to 79,000.
Against just about any other player, I think this is the point where Kevin would probably ditch this like an ugly date on prom night.
Whoa, he's just 5-bet to 131,000.
Ayah with ace-9 offsuit. Now take what I just said about Kevin and apply it to Vanessa.
How much do you have left?
You know, like this many. This is absolute insanity with these two hands. Did we get the graphics right?
Come on, in.
She 6-bet shoves.
Double ayah.
Still probably have the best hand.
It's possible you're going to have the best hand against Vanessa, but I just don't know how often she's doing this with a hand that ace-9 is crushing.
Such a sick spot. It's almost enough out there for me to just call it off. And I think I dominate some of your range sometimes. And then crushed, it's just value.
Well, it's neither of those, except for the fact that he's somehow gotten himself into a spot where he's getting almost 4-1.
I just feel like my hand is good here for some reason. Just a bad read. Just take every spot.
How did this happen? If he calls here, this is going to be very, very ugly for someone, namely Liv.
Only done something like this a couple times ever.
I know you've got to consider the source, but this is absolutely insane. He's painted himself into a real corner here.
My plan was to snap as far as this wide as I thought you were going to shove. So I think I have to do it. Title defense. 2 years later, I call.
OMG, he calls.
You have ace-jack?
No.
I have a pair.
I have ace-9.
Correct reaction. You're complicit in this too, Selbsty.
What just happened?
Huh? Just think that's a snap?
Snap fold, yeah.
I don't know. I'm not sure about that.
Nice hand. Nice call, I guess.
If you're shoving fours, you're probably shoving ace-5 suiteds and stuff. Can't imagine that you would exclude those from your range if fours are in there.
He does have a point.
The flop has an ace on it.
Because you're Vanessa Selbst.
McPhee takes the lead. Vanessa needs a 4.
Sick race.
Nice hand.
McPhee set to get a huge double up here. And another ace for good measure.
The needle. She can't believe it. I can't believe it. Can you believe it?
As hard as it is to believe, that just happened.
Very nice hand.
You think she means it? I don't think she means it.
Well, however he got there, McPhee is now in a great spot to defend his title from 2 years ago.
My plan was to call, but I
It's
wanted
a
to
good.
make
No,
sure.
it's a nice
I mean,
hand. It's a good hand.
just wanted to think it all through.
This is gonna be one awkward plane ride home.
Worst play I've ever seen. What? He like goes after me every time. I have no idea why. He's a friend of mine. You put that on TV. It's the worst play ever. I don't know why friend's going after me, but he does it every single tournament. He goes after me.
60, 120 are the blinds. Still three-handed, and that's a huge hand, three-handed. It belongs to Robert Chera with the dealer button. Starts this hand with 2.8 million in chips, which is a bit less than 25 big blinds.
Well, Chuck makes a cautious fold with twos here.
Don't think Yuri will be folding ace-9 three-handed suited.
No, I don't think so, and particularly with the chip lead. He's going to be trying to push Robert around. Little does he know, he's in terrible shape.
Looks like he's just setting him in here, no messing about. Makes it 2 million. Robert Chera will call with ace-queen, of course. And he's in a great spot to double up. Things could be changing. It's looked like Zonfleet's tournament. This pot could change that.
It certainly could. And don't forget Chuck's clever fold with deuces. He decided to stay out the way, which could jump him up money spots here.
Could be a very valuable fold. But Robert Chera, we're hoping no one goes out this hand, because the only person that can is him. He's the all-in player, but he has way the best hand. Great spot for him. Those are Robert Chera's friends and fiancé. And that's a sweat.
Wow.
Where do they find these flops? Zonfleet with the flush draw and a 9 to catch.
Zonfleet is now actually a favourite if you look at the numbers.
How strange. Because of the split pots. Fascinating.
Exactly. Well, now it's back in Chera's favour.
Chera trying to dodge a 9 or a heart or a split pot.
Oh!
That's a 9 on the river.
Well, that is just brutal for Chera. My heart really goes out for him. He's clearly devastated. Poor guy. I mean, getting this far and then getting it in with such a good hand to just have that dirtiness happen to you. He's not a happy man, and I don't blame him.